Hello students, this is Nancy Chopra, Assistant Professor SD College. Today in this video, I am going to explain you the small sample test, that is t-test. Now let's start. Let's start with the introduction of t-test. The t-test is a basic test that is limited to two groups only. For multiple groups, you would have to compare each pair of groups. For example, if three groups A, B and C are given to you, then in that case, first of all, you have to make the pairs, that is pairing group A and B, then group A and C, then group B and C. Similarly, if 7 groups are given to you, then first of all, you have to make the pairs of the groups and then you can apply the t-test. The basic principle is to test the null hypothesis, that the means of the two groups are equal or not. Next is, t-test is a useful technique for comparing the mean values of the two sets of numbers. Next is now what is the background of the t-test? T-test is introduced by William Cecil Gosset in the year 1908. Gosset published his mathematical work under the pen name Student, so that's why it is also known as the student's t-test. Now definition of t-test. It is a method of testing hypotheses about the mean of small sample drawn from a normally distributed population when the standard deviation of the sample is unknown. Now consider this definition very carefully. It is assumed that the population is a normally distributed population and standard deviation is unknown to you. Now a t-test is a statistic. It is a statistical technique that checks if two means are reliably different from each other or not. T-test finds out that whether significant difference exists between the two groups of data or not. Now, what are the assumptions of the t-test? Dependent variables are in intervals or in ratios. The population from which the samples are drawn is always assumed to be normally distributed, that you have studied in the definition also. Samples are randomly selected. The t-test assumes a normal distribution or a parametric data. The groups have equal variances, that is the homogeneity of variances is assumed in the t-test. The t-test is robust. It means it is reasonably reliable, even if the assumptions are not fully met. It is used when there is a random assignment and only two sets of measurement to compare. That is always applied on the pairs. Now what are the types of the t-test? T-test is of three types, that is a single sample t-test, independent sample t-test and the paired t-test. Single sample t-test. A single sample t-test compares a sample against a known figure, that is a test against a hypothetical means. Means that only a single sample is given to you and you have to compare the mean of that sample with a hypothetical mean or with a standard. In this situation, only a single sample is given to you. For example, where the measures of manufactured item are compared against the required standard, only one group is given to you and you have to compare that mean, the mean of that group with the standard or with the hypothetical mean. Next one is the independent sample t-test. In this we are having two groups, so we are having two means also, but the main thing is no relationship between the groups. For example, in your situation, if we want to compare the results of two colleges, so then in that case, both colleges are independent of each other. Both colleges are having two means, two samples are there. So in that case, independent sample t-test can be applied. Now paired t-test. Such kind of situations applies in which the sample is same but the situations are different. For example, such kind of problems are there in your book in which we are going to check the patients before giving the medicines and impact of the medicines on the patients after giving the medicine. So such kind of problems are there in the paired sample test. It consists of the samples of matched pairs of similar units or one group of units tested twice. Here the group is same, group is single, but the test is done twice on the same group. Now the next one is the applications and the uses of the t-test. Now t-test has the 4 applications. First one is the test of hypothesis about the population mean. It is a test of hypothesis for the population mean. Now that is the example of the first type, single sample t-test, in which you are provided with a single sample and you have to compare the mean of that single sample with a hypothetical mean, with a population mean, with a standard. So this is the first use of the t-test, in which you have to test the hypothesis about the population mean. Only a single sample is given to you and you have to compare the mean of the sample with the population mean. Second is the test of hypothesis about the difference between the two means with independent samples. Here 2 samples are given, 2 means are given. So that's why, and consider this carefully, the samples are independent. That is your second type. Okay. Now third one is the difference between the 2 means with dependent sample. That is an example of before and after situation. Before giving the medicine and after giving the medicine. So that's why sample are dependent, because a single sample is given to you. But twice we are considering them, so 2 means are there. And last one is the observed coefficient of correlation. In this video, we are going to discuss about only 2 applications and 2 uses of the t-test. For discussing the next 2 applications, we are having the second video. You have to go through for the second video. Now let's start with the first 2 applications. Let's start from the very beginning, that is population mean. Now population mean, what are the conditions, or in what conditions population mean applies? When the sample size is less than equal to 30. If the sample size is more than equal to 30, then t-test cannot be applied. When the population has a sample mean, obviously you have a sample mean, population standard deviation is not known to you, that you have studied in the definition, that standard deviation is not known to you. Here the degree of freedom is always calculated as n-1 and t is equal to the value of t-test, or t value can be calculated like, that is mean, this is sample mean, minus mu stands for the population mean. So that is sample mean minus population mean divided by standard error into square root of n. Now let's discuss or elaborate it with the help of an example. Now consider this example. A group of 5 patients treated with medicine A weighs 42, 39, 48, 60 and so on 41. In the light of the above data, discuss the suggestion that the mean weight of population is 48. Now consider this line carefully, that a sample is given to you. It is a single sample and you have to compare the mean of the sample with the standard mean, with the hypothetical mean, with the population mean. So in this situation, and the sample size is less than 30. So you have to apply small sample test, that is t-test, and because single sample is given to you and you have to compare the mean of the sample with population mean, so first type of application or first uses you can apply here. Now similarly, here simple calculations are there. First of all, you have to calculate the mean, that is 46. Then you have to tabulate the data, that is weights. Then by deducting the mean from the x series, you will get the next series. Then squaring the series, you will get the series third. Then the total is 290. Let's hope you can do all these simple calculations. Now evaluating the data, or after having the values in the formulas, first of all calculate the standard error, that is square root of sigma x minus x mean ka whole square divided by n-1. Simply evaluating all the values, you get the value 8.514, and applying the t-test or the values in the t-test table, t-test formula, you will get the value 525. Now here comes the another problem. Now whether you have to accept or you have to reject. Now consider it carefully. Here we know that the degree of freedom is n-1, that is 5 minus 1. For v is equal to 4, that is degree of freedom 4, that you have calculated in the first row. T, that is the t-test for 5% level of significance. For two-tailed test, 2.776. Here you have to consider the table. Table is in the next slide. You can see that. Now, if the calculated value, you have calculated the value as 0.525, which is in the previous slide, जो आपने पिछली slide में देखी, पूरी calculation की हमने, and the calculated value is 0.525 something or 5 to 6, and the tabulated value is, the value from the table is 2776. Now, since the calculated value is less than the tabulated value, so we accept the null hypothesis, and therefore we can conclude that the mean weight in the population is 48 kg. Let's hope you got the crux of the situation. Now let's see the table. In the first row, for V is equal to 4, see 2.776. For V is equal to 4 and at 5% level of significance, you have the value of 2.776. You can easily get these tables on the net or on your tables in your books. Now moving on towards the next application or next use of the t-test. That is the difference between the two means with independent variables. Here two samples are given, two means are there, but both these samples are independent of each other. There is no dependency in the samples. So now where these situations can apply, when both the number of items or both the sample size are less than 30. When population mean 1, mu1 and mu2 are given to you, standard deviation of both the populations are considered to be as equal. And it is applicable in the case of two independent random samples are given to you. Formula for the t-test is mean 1 minus mean 2, that is the mean of sample 1 minus mean of sample 2 divided by s, that is standard error or standard deviation, into square root of n1 n2 divided by n1 plus n2. Simply you have to mug up the formula and you have to put all the values in these. Now here is an example. Let's elaborate it with the help of example. Two groups of students are there. Their marks are given. First group is having 9 students and second group is having 7 students. Now you have to examine the significance of difference between the mean marks secured by the students of the above two groups. Now let's elaborate. Obviously, first of all, we have to take the hypothesis that there is no significant difference in the mean marks of these two groups. Then simply tabulate the values given in the problem. Mean find out kiya 37 and 34 for the second group, and then subtracting the mean from the original series and then squared items, you will get the series, and the total is 1134 and 386. Now simply you have to evaluate all the values in the formulas. The value of S is 10.42. By applying the t-test, you have to evaluate all the values. That is the value of 0.571. Now similarly, the value is 0.571. This is your calculated value. Now you have to compare this calculated with the tabulated value, that is the value from the table. So now here come our interpretations. Degree of freedom in this case is n1 plus n2 because two samples are given, so total, and subtraction of 2 because two samples are given, so minus 2, that is 14. For V is equal to 14 and at 5% level of significance for two-tailed test, that is 2.14 when you go through from the table. So since the calculated value is 0.571, which is less than the tabulated value, that is the table value, that is 2.14, so we accept the null hypothesis. And we conclude that the mean marks of the students of the two groups do differ significantly. Let's hope you are having a very clear view in your mind regarding the concept of t-test and first two applications of the t-test. For the next two applications of t-test, we are having the second part, and let's hope you will go through that part also. Thank you.